Hey TCGU, Theros Beyond Death is out, and the faculty, along with my spouse Ray, are going to celebrate with a special event.
Each of us have bought a box and are going to build a bitch and sealed pool, and then we're going to play a tournament.
And the greatest part of all this is every step in the process, from building to every match, will be filmed and available on TCG University.
So pick your favorite participant.
Watch all the videos.
And enjoy. Hello everyone, this is Jaycey from TCG University, and this is the Deck in the Box building video for my deck. So, as you see, we got the box here, and let's get to work. Let's get this rolling. So, I sorted out the box just a little bit. I put some fancy rares up front, I put some lands up front, and then I kind of sorted out from there. So, we'll kind of, pull some piles here and get to work. Cool. So let's get all these lands out first, and some of the more mythic rares and things like that nature, some of these sagas, just to kind of see what I'm working with. I kind of like to start a lot of my deck building from the standpoint of beginning with, at least in limited formats, what kind of rare and funky lands I have, because that gives me kind of a base of like what I might be doing like land wise. So we'll kind of like lay that out and see what we got. So we got Erebos Blackhearted, Ox of Agonis. We got some of Elspeth's Nightmare. We got some sagas here. Building of Titans, a few of those. And then we got our lands. So let's see what we got. Basics. Got a Temple of Deceit. Basics. Another Temple of Deceit. Some more basics. Temple of Abandon. Nice little rare green-white there. Unknown Shores. Nice little commander card. Mana fixing card. Cool stuff. Let's kind of flip through some of these basics here. And can we just talk again about how much I love these lands? It's full art Pokemon lands. Good old Field of Ruin. Destroy non-basic land opponent controls. Kill their lands. Each player searches their library for a basic land, but 1v1s, so you maybe kill their special land and make them get a non-special land. Kind of depends on what kind of special lands that we might be seeing, so I might think about that. Maybe not. We'll see. Put those over there for now. Good old Unknown Shores. I think one of the interesting things you'll see too is that everyone probably builds a little bit differently. So it can kind of give you some strategies if you're a new player on like what you like to see and where you like to build. Nice little foil planes there. And then I ended up grabbing some other cards there. So. All right, seems like in fancy lands I got one red-green, I got two blue-blacks, got a couple Field of Ruins, we got some mana fixing. So let's try to look over what mythics I have and try to think from there. So we got an Erebos, we got an Ox of Argonis. Let's kind of flip through a couple of the things here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these basic lands out of the way, because we'll be able to get plenty of those and we just kind of want to sort it out. So keeping everything honest there. All right, let's kind of flip through here and try to get some of our rares and mythics out of the way. So Treacherous Blessing. That cool Banishing Light there. Love that card. Generally, it behooves you to sort everything by color to see kind of what you're working with, and it makes for good deck organization, box organization. So Something to kind of think about in your storage and things of that nature. Altar of the Pantheon is an interesting artifact for your devotion. I'm not thinking I'm going to build anything too multicolor or anything like that. I just don't think I have what I need to support it based on what I pulled in the first building video. So good old Traveler's Amulets and stuff. Let me actually put the artifacts in their own pile over here. That way, because they may really influence what's going on. So flip through some other things. I like that blessing card. It's a nice little white protection, cool kind of card. Indestructible, protects your stuff. When black's got some decent removal, and like escape is a nice mechanic in getting things back onto the yard, and there's some other ways to get things back onto your battlefield and stuff in this set. But honestly, protecting your creatures and kind of skipping that may be a little bit more efficient, depending on if you're going for kind of rushing strategies, I think. So all that being said, I'm probably the least experienced player in this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how I do. Got some shiny blue there. Thassa's Oracle. Once again, I absolutely love the art in this set. All the creatures just with stuff all over, markings and everything. I really like the satyrs, and I like that you can kind of build a tribal in this. And I may just end up doing that because that's fun. And I'm kind of the type of player that, like, I don't have a real fierce competitive streak to me, more than I have a I want to do what I want to do, and if I succeed reasonably in what I do, then I'm happy. So give me the cacophony. And once again, kind of if you're fast forwarding through this part or whatnot, because we're flipping through cards, just grabbing out my rares and going straight to the rares, seeing what kind of rare support I have. And that'll kind of dictate where I build, because, we all like to have cards with lots of words on them and shininess to them. Ends up making it for reasonable decks. They're rare for a reason, right? Right. I like that Daxos. Just build the swaggy deck with all my constellation cards. That way, if I'm winning, I look good doing it. Love that Loathsome Chimera. And it's in green. I talked about that a bit in my art video. I like that's a 4/1. I like its exile. I like that comes back. I like its costing. It's fairly strong. I think for a common, it's not a bad card, and depending on what else I have in green, we might build like green-red because we got this Ox as well. So that's what I'm thinking so far. Got some decent things in white, and I do definitely have some good black rares so far, but let's keep flipping through, see what we got here. I got a lot of satyrs. Not too many gold cards we're seeing so far. So it won't influence my multicoloring too much. Add 1 mana with, if you control a creature of power 4 or greater, add 2 mana instead. This is a creature of power 4 or greater that you can get on turn 3. This is just a 2 mana card. It's some good ramp. Green is good at ramp. So, you know, thinking of things there, thinking of things. I'm surprised she's not rare. Archon of Sun's Grace. Reverent Riders. Big old 6/7. Stompy, stompy, stompy. Got a Dalikos. All right. Nice white-black Cerberus there. Tokens. Stick our tokens over there. Probably won't need those, honestly. Depends on kind of what we're doing, though. Ooh. Got Nylea, the keen-eyed. And it's a swaggy Nylea, keen-eyed. That may influence our decision. Not only is it beautiful, but also creature spells cost 1 less to cast. It's got Devotion to Green. I'm already liking some of my green creatures. I'm seeing some ramp I can do. Yeah, we're thinking in green here. We're thinking in green. Oh, and we got Perforos there too. Other creatures have haste. You can put a red creature artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield, sacrifice it. Big old fat 7/6. As we were flipping through, we had a whole lot of satyrs. We're getting a fair amount of ramp from green. We're having some thoughts about red-green. We're having some thoughts about red-green here. Underworld Breach. Good old Hydra Growth. Getting near the end of the box here. Getting near the end. See what we got. Got that good old Nessian Boar. Huh. Renata. More green devotion. More swag. Good old Red Phoenix. Got a Storm Herald. Got the Endless Web. We got Galia of the Endless Dance. Yeah, let's face it. We're gonna build some green red. That's what we're gonna build. I think my decision is made for me. Soul Guide Lantern. I'm gonna stick that over with the artifacts. Ooh, yeah, Shadow Spear. Huh, look at that. Huh, nice. That's some good equipment. That's going in a deck. Mantle of the Hunt. Nylea's Intervention. Perforos' Intervention. My 2 interventions are red and green so far. Storm's Wrath. We're getting some decent red magic support here. Got a foil Renata. Oh yeah, we got Hunky Dryad. Hunky Dryad. He reminds me of the green giant from the peas, you know? Like, ho ho ho, green giant. I don't know. Y'all old? Y'all get that? Y'all grocery shop a whole lot? Anyway, hunky dried. All right, yeah, let's face it. Based on what we're seeing, we do have some good black rares running around in here. But as far as I'm seeing, we got more in the way of shiny mythics and good quality cards out of red and green. So we're just going to sort these mythics and rares by color real quick and kind of measure these fat stacks. How about that? So just mythics and rares here. We got our nice little green pile, red pile, black pile so far. Green. And we're going to take the Renatas out because they're only commons or uncommons there. Storm's Wrath. Let's keep our cards in order, Jaycey. We got Galia too. Which honestly, as if you saw my art video and she was one of the headliners of the set. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And foil cards, Nessie and Boar. Look at that beautiful boar. And as I mentioned in the art video too, all the animals just have markings on their body. Super cool. Some white, black, blue, white. And finally, we're getting into a blue pile here. Black, black, green, white, blue, blue, black. So I think blue's right out. Got 3 cards in blue. We do have some support with the lands, and we do have some multicolor cards in blue, but I just don't think it's enough. As I was flipping through, we had some decent things in blue, but I just don't think it's enough to make blue super workable with the current state and what others are going to be playing, which is probably a lot of control, a lot of board state. It's what blue's good at, and I just don't think I have enough to be good in that. So we're gonna nix out blue. Got the red here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we're doing in black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in black. We don't have the demigods, and we don't have a lot of multicolor support. I also think black's out. And white. I had quite a bit of white as I was flipping through, and I do like white. Playing in white, I like the amount of protection that it offers. I had quite a few protection cards. There is going to be some removal. I don't know what other people have as far as graveyard hate or anything like that, so we'll think. But I'm thinking, you know what? We'll keep white as maybe, as you know, we're continuously building. So we're having a continuous build as we win out, lose out, things like that. I think I'd like to keep the focus on green and red. They seem to be my strongest colors, and it really kind of puts us in a place where we can focus on what we're doing and focus our builds. So we'll cut out white for now. Think about adding it later if I need the support, if my creatures are just dying, if things aren't going well as far as wipes on board states, just way too much control on what's going on. So we'll see where we are there, but let's go ahead and chuck white for now. And then let's kind of build around red and green. All right, so we'll kind of clear things up a little bit here. Don't worry, these are just off screen. No cheating going on. There's other people in the room watching me too. So here at TCG University, on our study halls, we don't support any cheating. The principal will, he'll have your head. Not quite like on a pike, like some leaders, but you know. Tam is quite the taskmaster. Oh, Bronze-hide Lion. I like you. I like how you make things indestructible. I like how you die and then you are made into a fur coat. Kinda. It's also kind of weird. But yeah. All right. Let's add some green back into these piles. Loathsome Chimera gives me a huge amount of joy to play with. I don't think... it's a 4 power toughness creature. It gets me some devotion to green. There might be some interaction with some ramp. We'll see how many we need. That ramp card, so. Let's look for some quality uncommons in green and red here. So we'll just kind of skip over everything else for now. And next time you see me on maybe a continuous build video or something like that, I'm going to sort these by color, make it a little bit easier on the old eyes here. So nice green red uncommon there. Triumph of Anax. Oh, it's a good old fight card. And then trample and X. Oh, yeah, it's not bad. Furious Rise. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile top card of your library. You may play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. I like that. I like that with the interactions with the Loathsome Chimera. So we're going to keep that. Good old Escape Velocity. One of those enchantments that just keeps coming back with that pretty low escape cost, honestly. Gives a little haste. Depends on how much haste support that we really need, but we'll go ahead and put it over here. Got a couple of those Furious Rises. I think I'm going to really like that interaction, so. Omen of the Hunt, huh? Enters the battlefield, may search a library for a basic land. Cost 3, enchantment, and it lets you scry later on. Yeah, I like the ramp. Good old fight card. Ooh. Hydra's Growth, I like that. With the animation of probably just getting more heads. Enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counter on an enchanted creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on enchanted creatures. Neat. And you know what? We're going to throw the red and green uncommons over yonder here. Chuck those back in the box. We're narrowing it down, ladies and gentlemen. We're narrowing it down. Good old Return to Nature. We like those optional destroys. Target artifact, target enchantment, of which almost everything in this set is an enchantment of some type or another, so not bad removal there. Exile target card from a graveyard. Always good to get rid of that nasty devotion card, or that nasty returning card that they got. So, yeah. I think we're going to play with that. Got another one of those Wardens of the Chain. Oh, Careless Celebrant. Spider. Dream Shaper Shaman. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 2 in red and sacrifice a non-land permanent. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land permanent card. Put that card in the battlefield unless on the bottom of your library in a random order. Not too shabby. Ooh, Nessian Horn Beetle. So this is a fun card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Nessian Horn Beetle. Yeah, I think we have something going on here. 1/1 blood aspirant. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a 1/1 counter on blood aspirant. Sacrifice a creature enchantment, deals 1 damage. That creature cannot block. We have some thoughts there. Heroes of the Revel. Yeah, we get some satyrs. Wolfhaven Hollow. Enchant land. Oh, adds an additional green. Yeah, let's get that fancy green ramp. Boom. Gonna go ahead and run with 2 of those. Heck. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. Maybe. That's a little too high costed. I hate horses. I try not to play with them whenever I can. I have a phobia. It's called equinophobia, actually. Usually people with equinophobia actually are afraid of other things too, like hippos, donkeys, things like that. For me, it's pretty much just horses. I'm uncomfortable with zebras, but like they don't inspire abject terror. Anyway, that's an aside. Donkeys are fine. They're not horses to my brain. My brain doesn't read that as horse. And yeah, my brain reads zebra as like exotic and horse-like. So yeah, anyway, I'm not going to play with Wrap Up in Flames. We have reasons. Underworld Fires deals 1 damage each creature and each planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die, exile it instead. It's a pretty cool little finisher. I like it. Let's go ahead and throw that in the pile. Put target enchantment. Oh yeah, it's a nice little everything's an enchantment. Get rid of flying dot deck. Good old return to nature. Because as you noticed, a lot of green and red that I'm playing, we had a few spiders, but we don't have a whole lot of flying support. So we need as much removal of flying as we can get. So we're going to make sure that we have that. Because I don't know about that Ray character, but that Ray character sometimes likes to build things that fly. You know what? Everyone likes to build things that fly. It's a pretty good draft strategy, actually. Clothis' design. Creatures control get XX, devotion to green. We're going to have quite a bit of green, so I think we're going to have some fair devotion. It's got a pretty high escape. It's a 4/4, cost 4. Meh. Heroes of the Revel. Not sure how I feel about it. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. Put top card into your library. Yeah. When Sessium Petitioner, you gain life equal to your devotion to green. Neat. Got some of that power 4 greater interactions. Good old Constellation card there. Whenever enchantment creature into the battlefield, and as we said, a lot of things are enchantments in this set. Look at top 3 cards of your library, may reveal a land card. Got some of that ramp, so. There's quite a bit of life green in green this time around, which, you know, it's not always. I mean, like white kind of has sometimes the onus on it, the like we like the life gain, but green has its own claim to it. So Dreamstalker Manticore. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, Dreamstalker deals 1 to any target. We're playing a lot of 1v1. It's a good commander card. Oh, 1/1 Death Touch. Snake. Power 4 greater. Hey, I missed that demigod. Annex, Harden in the Forge. He's got a lot of words. Another non-token, create a 1/1 satyr. This creature can't block if it had 4 or greater. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna have our 4 greater interactions. Make something an elemental. I don't know how I feel about that. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there. once again, just get rid of the things that we don't need. Create a 1/1 red satyr creature for 1. This creature can't block. Nice little escape. I don't know. I got some feelings about it, but not strong ones. Relentless Pursuit. Believe we talked about that one. Thrill of Possibility. Nice way to word getting something that is usually within blue. So, good old card draw. Have to discard something, but yeah, it's there. It's worth talking about. Final Flare. Doesn't Vegeta have a move called like Final Flash, I believe? Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, just making sure. Making sure I knew my Animu. That's cool art. Look at that thing. Look how gruesome that is. Huh. Gains haste and scry. Costs too much. Prevent all non-combat damage and scry. Cool. These are not in the colors we're building. Chuck them in the box. And you know what? Let's go ahead and clear this board a little bit of things. We got our swamps. We'll worry about sorting these out later. Not gonna play with swamps. Chuck them in the box. Plains. It's a shame. Got a couple of these shiny Pokemon lands, but we're not playing with plains. Chuck them in the box. Islands. Chuck them in the box. Miscellaneous not green, not red cards here. Chuck those in the box there. Got our quality. We kind of know what we're doing. We're having ramp. We're having power 4 greater interactions. We're having lots of kind of creatures that we can pump out onto the battlefield. We're getting some spell support with those 4 greater interactions. So when we're looking through the artifacts, I'll kind of be thinking about those kind of interactions and themes as I'm scrolling through. I think Shadow Spear just goes in any deck if you get it because it's good. It's like just good. Is equipped creature, has 1/1, has trample and lifelink, permanents your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible, equipped 2, cost 1. It is pretty good. So we're just going to keep that. Soul Guide Lantern. Enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. That's good to get rid of something. Exile each opponent's graveyard. That's good to get rid of a lot of things. Yeah, we're keeping that too. Scrybird. Yeah. Give your things that don't fly. But you have to sacrifice it. Cost 1 to equip. I think it's just too much outside of the theme. I'm trying to cover too many things. I like this vehicle. It's fun. Bronze Sword. Entrancing Lyre. You may choose not to untap. X and tap target creature with power X or less. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Do we have things that... We have a whole bunch that we might be seeing. That might be a good thing to like really keep on our sideboard. Traveler's Amulet. Sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land card, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. I think we're going to kind of build something. We're not going to go too crazy on card count. And we're just in 2 colors. I don't think I need a whole lot of mana fixing. So, tokens into the box. Got our sagas. Blue sagas don't need. Black saga don't need. Binding of Titans. Each player puts top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Exile 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, you gain life. I wonder if we're going to have a gain life sub-theme going on. Interesting. And white and black we're not playing with. So, oh, not playing white doesn't means I don't get to play Daxos. Sad. Let me do my best Donald Trump there for you guys. Sad. All right. Anyway, Field of Ruin. Yeah, destroy some things. Add some colors. I don't think we'll need too much color fixing. Kind of keep those. Let's keep our lands separate though. All right, what we got up here? We got some of our fancy white cards. Into the box. Blue. Hi, Fastest Oracle. Hello, Sudden Storm. Into the box. Okay. Box. Temple of Abandon. Keeping that. Alright, I think we're on our way. Sort through some more cards here. I think I'm real scared of flying. Real scared of the flying that we might be seeing. Maybe we won't see much of it. Not sure. We will find out. Nice little 3 damage there. Kind of flip through some of these real fast. These are a lot of repeats. Got a shiny Murder Death Beast horse. What are we doing? And I know this is making all the OCD people crazy, but in the interest of time, we're going to keep going, guys. We're going to keep going. You'll be okay. I promise. You'll get through this. Heliod's intervention. Ah, he's a jerk. White's got some real good removal in this set. Plummet. Into the box. Oh, Wolf Strider. It's a cool little horror. Yeah, as I'm flipping back through, white looks pretty strong, so we'll give white some thoughts on adding it in. See how our first game kind of goes. But I'd like to kind of stick the focus for right now on what we're doing. Hopefully that'll pay off. Focus on what you got, you know? Focus on your strengths. Everyone likes a Death Touch Snake. Everyone likes that. Power 4 greater. And everyone, this is a little intentionally fast, just trying to get through the things that we are definitely not playing here and out of the way so we can focus and cut as we need. Kind of separating out my red and my green chaff here. The cards in the middle here are things that we're probably definitely playing with. Probably, definitely. Bet everyone really likes that sentence. Hey, Impending Doom. Got a knife coming down on you. Enchanted creature gets 3/3 and attacks each combat if able. When an enchanted creature dies, Impending Doom deals 3 damage. It's a nice way to make, say, our 1/1 snake a power 4 or greater creature. And it deals some damage on its way out. It's not too shabby, right? Right. When Warbriar Blessing enters the battlefield, it fights, gets 0-2. Meh. Getting a lot of that Omen of the Forge card. Got quite a few of those. Into the box. Look at me treating all these fine luxury cardboard squares in such an irreverent manner. How dare I? We like that. Those power 4 or greater interactions. It's pretty neat. Got a reach creature there. Almost done with the color cut here. Getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Getting there. Into the box. Last pile here. I think one of the interesting things that you'll get to see about this tournament and the aspect of us recording all of it is you'll get to see everyone's kind of build style, how they sort, how their thought process goes. Oh, that gray merchant. That's a pretty. I'm sure we'll be seeing that. We'll be seeing people play that. We're hearing a lot of people talk about that. So, you know, we'll get there. All right. So let's see what we kind of got. I'm gonna go ahead and pile these cards. These are kind of things that we didn't throw in immediately, like we're going to play it pile. Kind of sort those into a pile here. Sort all of our plentiful amounts of red. Into a pile. These are going to be our hunt piles. So we're going to see what we got, see what we're working with, and then hunt for things that support what we're working with from there. So is what it is. Let's see how many red and green I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. So we got 15. We'll have to add a couple. I'm shooting for 40 to 50 card deck. So probably going to run somewhere around 20 lands. Yeah, we'll see. Just kind of pick these up here. All right. So what we're looking for out of what we got in this pile as we're flipping through it is going to be, we want power 4 or greater interactions. We want ramp. We want the ability to get creatures out pretty quick. And I saw a lot of life gain in green, so we're going to be looking for possibly some life gain as a sub-game. There's not too many graveyard interactions so far. So, yeah, let's see what we got. Power 4 greater interactions. Gets you mana of any color. Nice little plant. Cost 2. Impending Doom. So I'll kind of sort these into creatures and enchantments, support auras, things of that nature. Just kind of see what we got. Moss Viper. Now it's a 1/1. We don't got a lot of those power 4 greater interactions. We do got some things that can make it beefier and beefier death touches are nice, but there's also a lot of graveyard mechanics in this set, so I probably don't want to run too many of them. But it is a card that I would like to see at least once in a hand. I wouldn't mind playing it at all. It's cheap, it has death touch, it's nice little protection. It's not too shabby. I don't know if I would like to see it in late game or multiple times. So artifact support, Underworld Breach, real good. Each non-land your card has escape. Escape cost is equal to card's mana cost plus 3 others at the beginning of your end step. Sacrifice Underworld Breach. It's nice for getting things back, and it's a pretty good card. Might cut it though. I don't know how much graveyard interaction we're going to have. Shadow Spear, super nice. Final Flare. 5 damage to target creature. Might cut that. Demigod, equal to your devotion to red. Very easily be power 4 or greater. Whenever he or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 satyr. This creature can't block. If the creature had power 4 or greater, create 2 of those tokens instead. We like all that interaction. We like where we're going with that. Yeah, he's a god. He's sometimes a creature. Satyr Rider. Got power 4 or greater interaction. Cool. Yeah, maybe 2 of those Vipers. You may reveal a land card from among them and put... yeah, we like that. We like that whole bunch. It's 1/3. Don't know if I want 2 of those Stampede Riders. Yeah, it's cheap. It's got devotion. Clothis' design. Don't know if we'll keep that. Plummet's nice removal. Back Return to Nature's nice removal. Keep these in here. Underworld Fires. Probably keep that. Nesting Horn Beetle. I like it. It gets bigger. Has those power 4 greater interactions. So 5/4. Beginning of your end step, you may pay 2 and sacrifice a non-land permanent. Reveal cards. Real good. Works with our deck. Nice later on. 3 costed. 4/4 trample. Can't attack unless you have another creature power 4 or greater. Well, that's what we're going with. So let's keep that in there. Furious Rise. Or greater. So got things that kill flying. This does get 3 1/1 counters on it when it escapes. It's real cheap to cost. It's got reach. Maybe. We like fight. We're going to have some big creatures in here. Warden of the Chained. Devotion to green. She gets real big. Each other creature gets a 1/1 counter. Makes other creatures big. Absolutely. Meek Ash gets 2/0 until end of turn. It's got flying. It's got haste. Cost 3. Escapes with a 1/1 counter. Starts a 3/3. Maybe. 2 Renatas. Furious Rise. Storm Herald. 3/2. Enters battlefield. Return any number of aura cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to creatures you control. Exile those auras at the beginning of your end step. I don't think we have too many auras. Let's go ahead and cut that. Nessim Boar. Beautiful. 10/6. Cost 5. All creatures able to block do so. Becomes blocked by a creature. That creature's controller draws a card. You know, I don't care. It's a 10/6. It costs 4. It's great. We're going to keep that. Perforos' Intervention. X1. Yeah, it's great. Create some more power 4 or greater creatures. You sacrifice them. Perforos' Intervention deals X damage. Yeah, we like it. Storm's Wrath. 4 or greater. Each creature, each planeswalker. Pretty cool. Board wipe. 3/5 Spider. Reach whenever opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell. I mean, there are other spells, but that's a lot of spells. Create a 1/2 spider creature with reach. Maybe. Mantle the Wolf. Each creature gets 4/4. When Mantle the Wolf put in graveyard, create 2/2 wolves. Neat. It's got a good curve, so. Nylea's Intervention. We dig it. Ho ho ho, Green Giant. You may play additional lands. It costs 3. Lands you control are basic and with their other types. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Nylea? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not even a question. Creatures cost less to cast. It's got Devotion to Green. It becomes a creature. Reveal top card. If it's a creature card, we're going to have a lot of creatures. Put it into your hand. Yeah, great. Perforos. It's a mythic rare. 7/6. Legendary God. Gives things haste. You can put a red artifact creature at the beginning. Yeah, it's going there. Ox. 4/2. Power 4 or greater. It's got a huge escape cost. Gets you card draws. Pretty good. Galia, we've talked a lot about her. We don't need too many of those wolf cards. Return to Nature is just good. It's good kind of removal. We want at least a couple of those in there. Hydra's Growth. Omen of the Hunt. Yeah, have at least one of those in there. Power 4 greater interaction, and we're going to have all the loathsome chimeras. All the loathsome chimeras. Every one of those loathsome chimeras. We got 3. We're going to search for one more. Power 4 greater, maybe. It's got reach, gains life. Don't know if we have the creature room for it. Probably not. Snake Beast 4/4. It's got escape. Yeah, maybe. It's 1/1. Nope. Exile until end of turn. 4/3. Devotion to Green. Maybe 1. Probably not, though. Enters the battlefield, fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Cost 4. Maybe so. Whenever land card is put in your graveyard from anywhere, gain 1 life. Put top card of your library. I just don't think it really works with the theme that we're going toward. At the beginning of combat each turn, target enchanted creature or enchantment creature you control gets 1/1, gains trample. Cool. Cool story. Make some of those smaller creatures that we got bigger. So 6/7 giant. 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe. We're just kind of looking for things that we absolutely need. We're kind of rounding it out from here. I like that Nyx Herald. Makes things stronger. 0/2 makes things a little tougher. I don't think we're going to play with those, though. Or enchant creature you control. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets 1/0, has trample. Yeah, we'll throw 1 in there. There is method to our madness. Just looking for things that support. Enchantment enters the battlefield under your control. It gets 1/1 until end of turn. Probably not. Prevent all combat damage will be dealt. Except combat damage will be dealt by enchanted creatures and enchantment creatures. Try 2. Probably not good enough. Ramp. Binding of Titans. Each player puts top 3 cards of the library into the graveyard. Each exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, you gain 1 life. Return target creature land from your graveyard to your hand. Throw 1 in there. Nothing wrong with the Gift of Strength when you need to get that little extra damage in there. There's a lot of enchantments in this set. It's cheap removal. Return to Nature. We'll have to see how many of those Return to Natures that we have. Creatures or enchantment spells you control can't be countered. 3 and 1. Target land you control becomes XX. X is the number of enchantments to land. Don't know if it's getting too far away from what we're building. Little flower. We already got a couple of those. Got those power 4 greater interactions there. So some of the things that we've looked through already. These are some of our maybes. Let's look through our red real quick. 2/2 Satyr comes in the battlefield, destroys target artifact, gains haste. Probably not good enough. Gets 1/0 until end of turn. It would die, exile instead. It's not too shabby. Power 4 greater, pretty nice. Yeah, that Nyxborn Brute. He's just big. He's just big. Attacks each combat, escapes, and when it escapes, it gets bigger. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, so a lot of instants. It's kind of a trap card. Just looking for some kind of quality big creatures. Gains first strike, gains 2/0. Nice little flash. Nice little enchantment. Get some of our things bigger, like that snake that we got. -1/-1, another creature target ability. Does a fight. Alright. Kind of flipping through some things here, see what we got. That's going to support our mission. Thrill of Possibility. That's a maybe card. Red doesn't get card draw all that often. Final Flare. Flip some of these over. Create a 1/1. Can't block. It's got a cheap escape cost. I don't know if it's good enough, though. Probably end up getting cut. Card draw's good. It's 4/2. Deals 1 damage. Pretty nice. Supports what we're doing. Create a 1/1 Satyr. Whenever you cast a spell, creatures you control get 1/0 until end of turn. It's a 4/4. Might keep that in there. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, it lets you sacrifice things. Perhaps one of those that you want to die. Now, we might have to end up cutting the Endless Dance because I don't have that many satyrs. I do got that card that creates satyrs, but yeah. If you control, it gets 1/1. That's not too bad. All right, let's see how many cards that we're looking at right now with what we just got. So kind of get some of these cards out of the way. reach. Not putting those escape velocities in there. Counting that as land. Field of Ruins, pretty nice. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, and we got 20 cards that we're putting in there as far as lands. Okay, time to cut. So let's grab what we got and see what we don't need. Furious Rise. If you control a power creature 4 or greater, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. Keep it. Triumph of Annex. It's a fight. It's pretty okay. You may want to keep that. Keeping the Wardens. Keeping the Renatas. Don't need a second Furious Rise. Mantle the Wolf. Enchanted creature gets 4/4. You make more wolves. We're keeping that. Nylea's Intervention. It's just cool sorcery. Does a whole bunch of things. Keeping Nylea, of course. 2/2 haste. Other satyrs get 1/1. We don't have that many satyrs. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. I love you, Galia the Endless Dance. You're getting cut. Hydra's Growth. We're going to have some creature focus. It makes creatures bigger. Get those 4/4 interactions. Cool. Turn to Nature is just good. Omen of the Hunt. Search your library. For basic land card, put battlefield tapped. It lets you basically play a search for a land during an opponent's turn. It lets you scry if you sacrifice it. It's got some ramp. I don't know if it's doing what we want. We're going to cut it. Trees. Let you add mana. Power creature 4 greater. 4 greater creatures. Target creature enchantment you control gains 1/1 and trample until end of turn. Cutting those. Enchanted creature has 1/0 and trample. I get there. Relentless Pursuit. Creature card or land card just lets you put things out. Binding of Titans. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Gift of Strength, maybe. Got that Return to Nature. Tree. Plummet. Keep an Annex. Keeping the Moss Viper. I think I might hang on to that Stampede Rider. I kind of like its interaction with the deck. Moss Viper. Nessian Wanderer. I'd like to keep that if I can. Gain life equal to your devotion to green. Sorry, you're just not good enough. You're not doing what we need you to do. Good old Nessian Boar. Perforos's Intervention. Real good card. Storm's Wrath is also a real good card. Perforos is a real good card that gets us more creatures. The Ox is real good. Let's cut that Nyxborn Brute. Maybe. Aspect of the Manticore. Enchanted creature gets 2/0. I think we just need 1 of those. Thrill of Possibilities, nice. 2/3. It interacts with a lot of other creatures. I don't know that we need it. Underworld Fires. I don't think we need it. Kill them the old-fashioned way, right? Got a couple of those trees. Yeah, I like seeing them. Shadow Spear. In Trancing Lyre, we're going to go ahead and cut that. Field of Ruin. We don't need the mana correction. It does. I like it. We're going to cut it. And we're cutting this specifically just to be a little bit more clear. I don't feel like Field of Ruin is going to do enough for what I want to do. It does kill some non-basic lands. We did open boxes, but this is not constructed. I don't know how many dangerous non-basic lands that we're going to see that don't do more than just some mana correction. I may come to regret this. It's going to definitely be something I consider putting on a sideboard for later use, but at this very moment, I just don't think that we need it. I don't think we need any more plummets or anything like that. So with these cuts, let's see where we're sitting. And then we'll kind of check our mana curve just to make sure that we've been building decently curvy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Getting right to 60. So kind of check our curve. 3, 3. That is going to be 5, 3, 5, 4. Make some room here. 3. I'm thinking 3 is kind of our sweet spot here. 4, 3. We got kind of some build support. We got these at 3. It's 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. I think we for our final card we might add in one more of those snakes, because these are nice little 1-drops that we have. Got some nice 2-drops though. Yeah, I think we're sitting real good on the top of our curve. Got some bigger cards here, but not doing too shabby. I want some quick things, so 1-drops. Got quite a bit that supports us on turn 2. We got some removal to mess with their early game. We got some trees that ramp us. We got this beetle that gets bigger. We got some protection. We got a little bit of card draw going in there. So our turn 2 is looking pretty good. We got these moss vipers that we're going to put out. I'm going to put one more in there. Our 3 space is real heavy, but I think in the 40, we might be seeing some like 40 card decks. And a lot of the 3s are, I mean, they come back. The Loathsome Chimeras play with a lot of the kind of interactions that we're seeing. We have some interventions, some cards that work with other cards. And I think our ramping up to endgame, we got some real good endgame cards. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and call this built for now. I'll grab that card here in a little bit. But we're going to add one more snake. I don't think I'll mind seeing that snake ever. Nice little death touch snake. So we got one right here. And then we'll add in 20 lands. And that will give us a 60 card deck. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. So you'll be seeing me play some snakes and some support on the first couple of turns. We're going to go ahead and get some of those chimeras out. We're going to start having interactions with cards that care about power 4 or greater. We're going to have some things that sit really good in the 3 and 4 attacking space. We don't have too crazy much that goes to graveyard, but that should carry us through to our end game when we get some of our bigger gods, when we get some of our bigger devotion, and we get some of the fancier, flashier things that we can do to end the game. So our win condition is going to be a lot of, getting quality creatures out there, chipping them down throughout, and then just having a board state later in the game that's difficult to overcome. So if you stayed along with me during this journey, I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate you watching, supporting our channel. As always, we love our patrons. We love all the things that you love. So thank you so much for watching TCG University. I'm Jaycey. Watch our Deck in the Box series, watch our tournament, and I'm out.